Welcome back to the channel. So I decided to start doing like a weekly live just to um talk to you guys more, become more um to build a stronger relationship, right? And seeing that home decor is has become my business, has become my passion, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the trends, right? What are some of the benefits of home decor trends? And I have, get it people out of the way. I have three ideas right here that I want to share. Home decor trends can be inspirational, it can inform you, and it can motivate you, right? And I think it's up to you as the person to figure out how am I going to take some of the trends that's coming out in regards to home decor. Like I'm breaking out. Let's talk about it from an inspirational standpoint. Oh goodness, I'm ashy. Hold up. Let's talk about home decor trend from an inspirational standpoint, right? Hold up, gotta get this ashes off. So, from the standpoint of it being inspirational, I think sometimes that is why you have magazines, you have stores like your Restoration Hardware. Hi, Harissa. You have stores like your Restoration Hardware, your Pottery Barn, your Crate and Barrel. If you think about those stores, when you walk into the showroom, to the store itself, it's not everything there is tiled directly to impact the buyer, which is you and I, right? It wants you to think, I need that exact thing in my home. And I think sometimes the stuff that we see in the store, even though it looks beautiful in the store, it may not look the same in our home. So we have to figure out, even though it's beautiful, does it work for me? Is it going to make my house look the way I want it to look? So it's okay to be inspired, but you also got to be realistic about your space and how you use your space. If you have kids, pets, however you run your home, if having a cream white linen sofa doesn't work for you, then don't get it, okay? Because it takes maintenance, it takes proper upkeep to make sure you get the benefit of how it looks in the store. So be inspired, but be realistic about how each piece will work in your space. The next thing, trend is there to inform you, okay? um Inform in a sense where you can look in your house and decide, you know what, it's time for me to change out this piece of furniture, it's time for me to change out this artwork because it is done, it's time, okay? I think most of us, when we first start off in life, we start off with the basic necessity. I need a sofa, I need a bed, I need somewhere to stay, right? So once you kind of get the basic things done into your house, once you become more established and more mature in your standing, then it's time to upgrade, okay? I think most of us start off with again the basic things, and I think home trends is there to tell you, you know what, it's time to elevate. It's time to elevate. We're going to elevate on your term and your budget, okay? The next thing, motivate. To me, motivation becomes more of an action than necessarily just being inspired. And to me, inspired is like, okay, I'm thinking about it. Motivate is like, I'm going to get out there and start doing it. Motivate, when you go, for me, when I go to these stores and I see that beautiful artwork, that beautiful pillow, my thing is time for me to get this thing done. I'm going to go and I'm going to throw what I have. I'm going to try and reinvent what I have. One thing I realized for myself is that I will have a piece of furniture and I would want to move it from room to room, room to room. Like for example, in my master bedroom, I had a dresser. And you guys are pretty much familiar with it, and it's two-tone. And I was adamant to JB, like, we got to get rid of this. I'm over it. Whatever, move it. I moved it from one part of the room to the other part of the room. Then I move it back, and then I'm now loving it. So don't be afraid to move things around. What I do is I'll go on Pinterest, I'll go on RH, I go on all these sites and I try to find how they have things laid out. Sometimes the layout of the space will inspire you to fall back in love with that old furniture that you've been having for years. I've decided to change the knobs out on this piece of furniture. I'm going to change the hinges on this furniture and see if that would allow me to love it back some more. because I feel like the ones that's under in our seams are childish. Hey, my style change, okay? Seems very childish, so therefore I'm gonna do the best that I can to fall back in love with it so I can kind of reuse it and kind of get a better benefit from it. And I think sometimes we have to realize that we see creators on here who buy things all the time, who do things all the time, but nothing is wrong with you challenging yourself to um be more creative with your space. Not necessarily a big DIY. Can you be amazed how just changing out the handle of something, the knob, changing out the hinges, and those things are simple. Yes, love it all over again. You doing those things will allow you to be more creative. We have to tell ourselves that sometimes you may have the money to do something, but if you, good morning, Michelle, but if you take the time to really appreciate what you have and figure out ways how to work things out, you'd be amazed how sometimes this works out in your favor. The stores are there, staged beautifully for us to buy. That's what it is. Do not get caught up in that. I'm guilty of it. Even especially now in the holiday season, the stores are staged directly for us to go in there and say, give me this exact space the way it is and bring it home. It is very intentional the way the stores are set up. Please, please be mindful of that, okay? And that's with furniture, that's with fashion, that with anything. Everything is set up to impact the buyer, to impact the consumer. So we have to go in there thinking, why am I going in here today? Am I going here to buy something? Am I going in here to find inspiration? Am I going in here to find ideas? I love to go in these stores just to find ideas. Sometime I might give it and buy something. But we have to know our style. We have to know how each space is gonna work. Hi T, how are you? Hashtag not a nation. I love it. We have to be able to just stand firm in knowing. And even though I create videos about home decor, if you guys notice, I don't buy a lot of big pieces of furniture. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, because I don't, listen, I'm not in the financial position to always change out pieces of furniture, okay? So you have to make an investment in those large pieces, and then throughout trends and different things, you can do small things to make changes to make your home feel up to date with what's going on and with how you feel as a homeowner within your home. That's why I always say invest in the larger pieces and then go ahead and play around with your pillows and your accessories. Because, hold up, let me see something. Why can't I see the chat? Live chats. How much is it? Okay. Okay. So you have to just get off the screen. Okay. So you just have to be intentional and try to outsmart the stagers in the store. Okay? Because, honey, everything in the store look beautiful. Everything in the store looks beautiful. And I think sometime if our favorite store, Home Goods, Home Sense, will set their store up like Crate and Barrel or Pottery Barn or RH, we would buy more from those store. But with Home Goods and Home Sense, everything is just packed on in the store. So listen, we got to try to find ways how to outsmart these stores, okay, to save on our coins, especially now in the holiday season, and especially now as we are ordering stuff online that's taking forever to come in. Stores like Home Goods and Home Sense are trying to just, hey, it's right here, take it home. But you have to know that I love it, but it may not work. I love it, but it may not work. I just got to be honest about it. And I think it's easier to say, I would say go with a plan, but let's be honest. I don't go to Target with a plan. I don't go to Home Goods with a plan. I go to Home Goods and Target to like, I got $50. How can I stretch this $50? Okay? Listen, real talk. You gotta, girl, you see the spin from my face? You just have to do that, because these stores would take our money. Okay? And I think that's why Target kind of tapped into right now in regards to having the, hold up. Yeah. Good. You're right. You're right. The large pieces are the anchor in our spaces. And that is why I'm saying invest in those pieces. And then, good point, T, you can go to the thrift store and find those little accessories and make things look, and then kind of bring it all together. So you gotta work it, boo. You gotta work it the best way you can. That is why I never understand how. Think about this, guys. Your larger creators sometimes get pieces that is gifted to them or sponsored. Your smaller creator, like myself, have to buy these bad boys. So I'm not out here telling you I'm going to run to RH and get me this and get me that. I'm going to run to the outlet and see what they got. But hold up. Yeah, but that's not realistic. And I think for me, I want my platform and my content to be realistic, because it's what it is right now. It's if you're gonna be real about it, it's what it is right now. People out here, losing their jobs and just in a tight spot. And when it comes to my content, I want my content to be easily received. Like, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. I can go to the thrift store and get a dresser, a real wood dresser, sand it down, stain it, and make it something beautiful. I can go to the thrift store and find little pieces that's gonna enhance my space and stuff like that. So find your inspiration from your high-end stores. Find things, be informed, of course. Know about how to look for those quality pieces at the thrift store, because, honey, they do have some junk at the thrift store. Okay? They do. All right? It's not everything donated at the thrift store is donated with good intentions. So you got to go in there with a plan, execute, and keep it going. Like, I love to go to the thrift store and look for vases. Like, look at this one. Like, I was sitting here and I was starting to work, and I found this. It's not yet done. I'm going to put more of these things in here. But this right here was $3.99. And look at the texture and the detail of it. That within itself, with some beautiful fresh flowers, it's an entire vibe. It's $3.99. It may not look like a piece in Pottery Barn, but I like it. It's different. I want to see this in somebody else's house. And I think that's what we have to look for when it comes to home decor trend. If it's a trend, everybody has it, okay? Because right now you have boucle. Everybody got it, okay? Target, all the stores that we shop at have boucle. Do I like boucle? No, I don't. So I'm not gonna get it. So even though it's trendy, it doesn't mean that you have to buy it. You might say, "Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Thank you, Christy." I'm like, that's cute, but it's not for me. Okay, it's just not for me. So I'm not gonna buy a boucle chair for $800-900. Why? So another thing that I love, and it's very trendy right now, is coffee table books. I am obsessed with them. That's something that, regardless of my style, I'm gonna always have coffee table books, because it works with any decor, and I do use them. I do open them. I do read them. So I will. Thank you, Michelle. I will invest in coffee table books. Okay, I'll go as far as $200-300, because I know that's something that I'm going to use throughout as I go. And then even in my my profession, being a home stager, styling people home, it works. It works, because some days I don't know how to, I just go for, I don't know how to decorate a space. I'll be like, oh my gosh, does this work? Does this don't work? And it's just a hot mess. So having inspiration on hand helps. And as I look through these coffee table books, even the older books that we do get from the thrift store, the one thing I've noticed throughout the thing, home decor is very much repetitive, because the things that they do back in the days are coming back now into current times. So boucle, exactly. That's an older kind of material that we used to see in our grandma's house, and we're like, grandma. But look at it now. The color changed, a little more detail is added to it to make it more modern. So listen, honey, listen, Lindas, listen, do your thing, okay? Do your thing. Allow yourself to be informed. Allow yourself to be inspired. Allow yourself to be motivated. But in the midst of doing home decor, make sure it reflects you. Make sure it reflects who you are. And I think most importantly is just to make sure it's functional to how you live and how you're gonna use the space. But enough of me blabbing. Do you guys have any questions for me? Let me see. Let me come back. Live chat. Okay. Okay, that's good though, T. In regards to a thrift, listen, y'all know I love thrifting. I love thrifting. Okay, if you look through my house, I think 50-50 is brand new and thrifting, and I love it because mixing a thrift piece or mixing piece that we get from vintage stores, okay, with newer things, I think just create a nice vibe, create a nice story, and it gives you something unique to look at. It doesn't match the catalog, it doesn't match everybody's house you see on Instagram or Facebook. Excuse me. Yes, I think boucle in fashion, I will rock that more than in home decor because you can buy a nice sweater with that finish that you may wear for the season, but then to donate it back to the store wouldn't be such a bad idea because you're not spending a couple of thousands of dollars on it. But I just think that's the way listen, you got to stretch that money, honey. You got to stretch that money. So I told you guys that I thrifted the furniture that I have in my sitting room upstairs for $200. That was a love seat and a chair. $200. It was brand new. Everything was wrapped up, it was brand new. And I'm like, owning a thrift store, you do that, okay? And I think when you go to the thrift store, go with a plan, okay? Be intentional about where you go. And I think sometimes when you go to the nicer neighborhoods, wink, wink, yes. When you go to the nicer neighborhoods to thrift, you find more quality pieces because what happens is that I think as estate sale is maybe starting to come back now due to the pandemic kind of slowing down a little bit. I don't know. I think when you go to the national neighborhood, you see really nice, unique pieces. Now, the color may not entice you, but if you invest a little bit of elbow grease, okay, and if you can't do it, find someone to do it. Find you a good handyman who can sand something down for you, stain it or repaint it. It may be a couple $100, but if you weigh the pros and cons, like if you buy it brand new, it still won't have that unique. Listen, Lindas. Listen, stretch your money, okay? Stretch your money. And let me see. I'm gonna come back and see what she said. Hold up, I can't see it right here. Yes, oh my gosh. Hold up, Christy. So think about this though. Everybody, I think one of you guys said, everybody on YouTube is stuck into this place of black and white. And listen, I love a good black and white moment. I do. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. But if it's not you, honey, like it and move on. Okay? Because you gotta love it, boo. You gotta love it. And I'm guilty. I was caught up in that. And you guys can probably look back through my older video and see that I was caught up in that until one day JB said to me, what's up? What are we doing? And he said to me like, babe, you love color. Okay? You love color, you love mixing. Do you. And don't allow other people to make you come out of, lose who you are, lose your identity. And I was like, babe, you know what, babe? Let's go with our wallpaper. Let's go with this. Let's do that. And the more and more I start doing that, I realize that my audience become more appreciative of it because it's something different to look at. It's something different to say, you know what? That's not bad if I add blue. That's not bad if I do this or do that. At the end of the day, it has to be reflective of who you are. Let me see. How do you decide what will look good in your home and how do you decide on how you go big or go? Okay, good idea, Christy. How do I decide? girl, ain't no planning this. Ain't no planning. No, I'm just kidding. I told you guys before, I have a hard time spending large amount of money. Okay, and with that issue, it takes me a minute. I have to build up the courage to make a large purchase. Prime example. In our family room here, we did that wallpaper wall, and right about now I want to find artwork to put where the light is. I really don't want just any type of artwork. I want something simple and unique. I haven't yet seen it. The ones that I've seen is very expensive, okay? Hundreds, thousands of dollars. No, I'm not in that position to jump out there and buy thousands of dollar worth of artwork. So what I'm trying to do now is to figure out ways how I can find it more cost effective. Or I have to tell myself, well, Nadia, guess what? At this time you can't afford it, honey, so you got to work with your budget. And my husband don't like when I say stuff like that because he feel like I'm settling. But at the end of the day, you have to be honest where you are in regards to your budget, okay? Listen, I would love to have some artwork from RH or from just, local artists. It's not there yet. So in the meantime, I have to figure that out. So what I'm going to do now is just stock your home goods and your home sense in other neighborhoods, in other more, what's the word? Affluent neighborhoods, and see what I can find. But I don't want something that is trending on YouTube. I do not. I do not. If that's the case, honey, that wall is gonna be bare. And if you guys notice or remember, in my front room here, I have literally no furniture, and we've been living here 3 years. I haven't found the chairs yet that I want, so therefore I don't. I'll move on to something else, because what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to settle for what I want. It will be a give and take in regards to, if I see something that I'm like, oh, I'll work with it. But I'm not settling. You see what I'm saying? And you guys shouldn't settle. Nothing is wrong with waiting until you find the perfect piece. Is it fun to wait? No, it ain't. No, it's not, because I hate to wait. That's why I don't like online shopping, because I want to buy it and bring it home. So I think you have to just know your worth, know your budget, plan it out. If you're working on a space right now and the pieces that you want and you love is outside of your budget, I would say save to get it and move on to another space. You get what I'm saying? Because over time you will find what you're looking for. Again, 3 years they can't find the sofa, so I move on to something else. And if I feel personally like starting this space is going to take more money, I will find another space in my home that's not going to take as much. The bathrooms, my office, my mudroom, just somewhere simple, just to keep that adrenaline going, just to keep the ideas flowing, because I'm always switching up. That's just who I am. I'm always switching things up, and JB hates it. But hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yesterday, my contractor Alex, he called me and he was working in my neighborhood, and he said to me, Nadia, come over here, I want to show you something. Went over there. I'm like, he's doing an amazing job. Yeah, I know, I love Alex, right? He's doing an amazing job. While I'm there looking at the work, the owner said to me, oh, I know you. Keep in mind, I had 2 masks on, okay? So it must be the natural laugh what she sounds. She's like, I know you and I like your work. I'm like, oh, thank you. And just by that, that is now leading to a potential client. And I'm so grateful for what I do, and I'm so grateful for you guys. And if you guys want to start something, if you guys have a passion, just start it. Just start it, man. I don't know how much. Just start it. You know what I mean? I think sometimes I myself overthink stuff. I overthink putting videos out. I overthink doing these lives, because I'm like, the hair, the everything is just. It's so just to say, I'm just gonna turn my phone on, and I'm just gonna talk. I'm gonna see who comes in. Just do the damn thing. Just do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Nike said it, just do it. So back to the home decor talk. No, listen, switch it up. Yes, T, switch it up. Switch it up all day long, because I don't know. I think it's fun to move furniture. I just filmed a reel where JB wasn't home. No one was home with me, and I'm the one struggling, pulling the sofa, the dresser, because I was determined to move it in my time, and it's just fun. You'd be amazed how sometimes you take something from one spot, put it in another spot, and put it back at the other spot. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I have a sectional here in my family room, and I so badly want to split it up just to have two pieces, and I tried it, right? But the thing with this dang sectional, once you split it up, because it wasn't built to be separate, it just, when you sit in it, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. But I would definitely encourage you guys to switch it up. Switch up your spaces. Move the chairs from here to there. Move the pillows from here to. Have fun with your home decor. That's all I'm gonna say. Have fun with it. Allow yourself to be creative. Allow yourself just to be you. You know, if you want to add color, add color. If you want to take away color, take away color. Whatever you want to do that make you happy, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. So I'm not gonna keep you guys long. See if I miss you guys miss any questions. And what I would do. Oh, ooh, T. Oh, listen. I need to get those. I need to get those furniture sliders. I don't have any. Does it work on carpet? Because I assume it don't work on hardwood floor because that's smooth. But I need to get those furniture sliders. I'm gonna order them. I'm gonna order them. Oh, she said yes. Oh my gosh. I need to do that because, honey, I'll be in here pushing like crazy, and then at nighttime when the back kicks into her, my husband do this. And I'll be like, back at you. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like moving stuff like me, get you some sliders. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm going to get them today because, oh my gosh, I'm going to get it today. Oh my gosh. I've never thought about that. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Listen, see, I learned something today. Listen, I got a good idea. I got it. I'm going to get it. Let me see what else I'm missing. Listen, I'm going to get it. And listen, y'all can't, you listen. Y'all be like, Natty. Y'all be like, Natty, you be just moving. Yes, honey. Listen, oh my God. The fact that you say that, I'm thinking, what can I move over the weekend? Like, I'm crazy thinking, what can I move over the weekend? But I'm going to take this weekend. I'm going to finish decorating the trees. I have 4 trees. I think that's going to be it. Lord, that's going to be it. Did you guys know the more trees you have, the more money you got to spend to buy Christmas decor? Listen, honey. Listen, Linda. I don't know why I keep on saying Linda. Listen. They need to get my money. But I'm going to go back and finish up doing this. This live is definitely going to be on replay. I thank you guys so much for hanging with me. You guys are amazing. I so much appreciate you guys so much. It's for the support. It's ridiculous. It's some days I just like, okay. Oh, Michelle, I'm gonna need more than 2, boo. I think 4 might be a good number because I'm just thinking like a dresser. I think 4 might be good, and you can't tell me nothing. JB gonna be like, girl, stop. I need 4, maybe 6. Oh my God, I'm excited. I'm excited to do it. But I told you guys in my last video, for some reason, I'm just loving simplicity right now in regards to the Christmas tree. I don't know why, but I'm just loving simplicity, and nothing is wrong with that. So I may not put nothing on the tree because I'm sitting at, I may not put nothing. You guys will see in future videos. But thank you guys so much. I love y'all. You guys are amazing. Yup, do that. Yup, mix and match the old with the new. Yup. Especially if you're going for like a neutral thing, that'd be perfect. And remember, I said this in the last video. Wait towards the end of the season. Try and get your ideas for next year in regards to like a color palette or a theme, and just start shopping those clearance items for next year. You be pretty. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm happy you didn't miss it either. So I'm so excited. I'm going to start doing these at least once a week. I'm not quite sure what day yet because my schedule is just kind of crazy. But again, Natty Nation is not possible without each and every one of you guys. So thank y'all so much. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all be safe in them streets, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.